Hello aqua friends, welcome to my channel. Today I have another winter scene of a sunset over a beautiful field and challenging myself by using a contrasting palette. So this is going to be a very limited palette. Let's get started. I have masked out the sun area with a small sticker and I'm just preparing the colors that I'll be using. I do have transparent pyrrole orange and cobalt blue, and as you can see, when I grabbed some of that cobalt blue and I mixed it in the mix here, it does create a desaturated color of gray. I am also adding in a little bit of sepia and as a second orange, burnt sienna to make these gray colors. I'm going to wet the background really well. I have my helper today, my teenage cockatiel. I say teenage because he acts like a teenager. He gets into so much trouble. So I'm starting off by putting in that cobalt blue on the top and along the bottom. Just put something under my palette there to put it on an angle. And bringing in that gorgeous orange color, this transparent pyrrole orange. It is very vibrant. Adjusting the moisture in my brush. Now I do want those colors to flow together. It always looks so much better than your own brush strokes. I do want some more of that blue on the top, and notice how that just cancels each other out. It automatically makes this really pretty gray. I have a fine mist sprayer, so I've just sprayed that area and I'm letting gravity do its work for the most part. I have a little hair on the top corner there I was trying to get rid of. Trying really hard not to use my brush because the way that it flows together, watercolor, you just can't represent that with brush strokes. These gradual gradients that it does all on its own are the most beautiful thing. So I'm rotating my paper until I'm happy with it. Now look at how beautiful that background color is. Mixing up a little bit more of this neutral color, this neutral gray for a few clouds in the sky. I do love to use that calligraphy brush for clouds. It holds a lot of paint and it's a very soft brush, so you get some gorgeous cloud effects. I'm butting up my brush to the sky area, but not quite. So leaving this small little sliver. I don't want the foreground to bleed into my beautiful sky. So while I'm waiting for the sky to dry, I might as well go ahead and put in the snow. Now you might notice I do have some fine pencil lines where I've kind of have these lines going to a vanishing point off of my paper so that the foreground is a little bit more interesting when you have the fields going on an angle like that. It adds some depth to my painting. Pretty much just use straight cobalt blue for the snow. And notice I have left some whiter areas, some spaces. That is important to do because you do want to have some depth of color. Mixing up a very desaturated mix of all of these colors, the oranges and the blue, in order to get this gray color. So this is just a little bit of ground foliage that I see in the reference photo that I'm adding in here. Trying to use a few different types of brushes, a fan brush, as well as my calligraphy brush, and for some longer strokes of these weeds, I'm using a script liner brush. Once you're happy with the amount of ground cover you have, you're going to let that whole thing dry. Here's my helper, making sure my brushes are in good shape. Now once it's dry, I'm just erasing those lines that I had and the sticker for the sun. I do want that sun to be a soft golden hue, so I actually wet beyond the borders of my sticker so that the orange bleeds into the sky a little bit. I kind of wanted that glowing sun look. Okay, so working on the midground and putting in the bushes that surround the sun. I do need a nice big thick mixture of these grays. So I do have a calligraphy brush that I'm using to put in this area. Now I'm separating the brush, the bristles, so that I get some more texture to get in all these little branches here. There's a little trick for you guys. Works quite well. Now that'll only work on brushes that have absolutely no snap to them. So not synthetic brushes, it has to be natural fiber brushes in order to be able to spread the bristles like that. So adding in some extra details, longer branches here and there, going between my script liner brush and my calligraphy brush. Building up the contrast between the foreground and the sky. This is a very simple painting, very beginner friendly. The darker I make the horizon line, notice the more contrast that I'm getting. Take off your tape, you guys just created a masterpiece. Congratulations. If you enjoyed this winter tutorial, then check out this next video right here. I'll meet you there.